Welcome back to Edupedia Word Videos. In this video, we will be having some questions on surface area of combination of solids. Friends, we have two type of surface areas. The one which include just the peripheries, that is lateral or curved surface area, and the other is total surface area, which include all the possible surface area for the given solid. So say for example we have with length L, breadth B and height H. Then if this front face, these two side faces and this back face is considered for this solid cuboid, then the area will be, for front we will have B into H, that is BH. Similarly, for front face it will be L into H, that is L into H. Similarly, for the back face it will be L into H again. For this face it will be B into H, because this dimension B and H is involved in this area, and for this face also it will be B into H. So this kind of area is lateral surface area for this figure, and it will be 2 into LH plus BH. If we are talking about the total surface area of this figure, that is TSA, it will be including this top face and bottom face also. That is 2LH plus BH of this part plus top face. For top face the dimensions are L and B, so it will be LB, plus bottom face will also have dimension as L and B, so it will be 2 into LH plus BH plus LB. Similarly, we have cube. For this was cuboid, and for cube this lateral surface area will be, friends, cube is cuboid with all L, B and H having same values, that is say A. So in place of all these L and B and H, we will just substitute A to get the lateral surface area and total surface area in case of cube. So here it will be 2 into A into A plus A into A, that is 2A square in plus A square, or 2 into 2A square, or simply 4A square. So lateral surface area of cube is 4A square, and units for area is always square units. That is, if it is centimeter it will be centimeter square, if the dimensions are in meter it will be meter square, and so on. So the total surface area will be, just substituting A in place of all these L, H and B, we will have A square plus A square plus A square, that is 2 into 3A square, or simply 6A square square units. Now for curved figures, that is like the case of a cylinder, if you are talking about only the peripheries, that is this curved part, it will be curved surface area. If its radius is R and height is H, then curved surface area will be 2 pi RH. If we are talking about total surface area, then these top and bottom faces will also be taken into account. So both the faces are circle, so it will be pi r square and pi r square added 2 times, that is 2 pi RH plus 2 pi r square, or simply we can take r and 2 pi common and it will be H plus r square units. So for right circular cylinder, these are the two areas involved. Similarly, if we have a hollow cylinder, the figures earlier we have used our solid figures, that is, this was a solid cylinder and these two were solid cube and solid cuboids. So if we have a hollow cylinder, that is, we have some internal radii with small r and some external radii with capital R and the height as h, then for such a case area of these top and bottom parts will be, that is, area of say circular, you can say disk, it will be pi capital R square minus small r square, because all in all it will be pi r square minus small pi small r square. So in such a case curved surface area will be firstly 2 pi r h for this outer curved surface area as well as the 2 pi r h for this internal curved surface area, where for internal we have small r. So curved surface area will be 2 pi r plus r h square units, whereas total surface area for such a figure will be this area plus this area 2 times, that is top and bottom. So it will be 2 pi r plus r h plus 2 pi r square minus r square, where 2 is added because we have two circular disc faces. Similarly, we can have area of a right circular cone with height h, radius r and slant height l. If we are talking about this curved part only involving this slant height l, then curved surface area will be pi rl. Now area of this circular part is, with radius r, it is area of circle is pi r square. So for total surface area it will be pi rl plus pi r square square units, that is pi r plus l into r. Similarly, if we have a sphere of radius r, a solid sphere, its total surface area is similar to its curved surface area because there is only one surface area, that is the area of this sphere or the curved part, it will be 4 pi r square. But if we are talking about a hemisphere, then the curved surface area, that is this curved part, it will be half of this total surface area for a sphere. So for hemisphere we have curved surface area which is half of this total surface area for a sphere, that is 2 pi r square. Whereas if we are talking about total surface area of hemisphere, it will be 3 pi r square. Now friends, with these formulas, let us discuss some questions to understand these concepts. Friends, the first question says, two cubes, each of volume 343 cm cube, are joined end to end. Find the surface area of resulting cuboid. So friends, we have a cube whose volume is 343 cm cube. Friends, we know that for cube all the dimensions as L, length, breadth and height are same, and let all these dimensions be for cube. So volume of a cube is a cube. Now volume a cube is given as 343 centimeter cube. Friends, we know that 343 is the cube of 7. So we can say that a cube is 7 centimeter cube. Thus a is 7 centimeter. Now we have come to the conclusion that the value of a is 7 centimeter. Now let us again read the statement. It says two cubes, each of volume this, are joined end to end. So we have another cube joined end to end with this cube, in this way, find the surface area of the resulting cuboid. Now friends, this length is 7. So since this cube second is identical to 1, this length will also be 7. So we can say the total length of the resulting figure is 14, whereas height is still the same, that is 7. And also this breadth is again same, that is it is again wide to 7 centimeters, the resulting cuboid. So we are asked about the surface area of this figure. Now surface area, that is area of all the faces, will be 2 into this first face. Now area of this face, why we have taken 2? Because this face is identical to this bottom face. So if we have calculated area of this face, this area can also be calculated. Thus total surface area will be 2 into, first of all, area of this face, that is 7 into 14, plus 2 into area of this face, that is 7 into 7, plus why 2? Again because this face is identical to this face. Now we have taken into account top and bottom faces and these two side faces. Now for front and back faces, again it will be this length, that is 14 into this height, that is 7. Again 2 because we are taking both front and back faces. So it is 2 into 14 into 7, which is 98, plus 2 into 7, we can take common in between these two terms and we will have 7 plus 14. So the total surface area is 2 into 98 plus 14 into 21, that is 196 into 294 centimeter square. 196 plus 294 centimeter square, because here it was the symbol for addition. So the calculated part will be 490 centimeter square. Thus the required answer is, the surface area of resulting cuboid is 490 centimeter squares. Now in this question, a toy is in the form of a cone of radius 3 centimeter mounted on a hemisphere of same radius. So we have a toy which is a cone mounted on a hemisphere, both radii being 3 centimeters. The total height of the toy is 7 centimeters. Friends, if this radius is 3 centimeter, then this distance, this length will also be 3 centimeter, and thus this length will be 3 centimeter again, but the total length is 7 centimeter. So we can say that this height is 4 centimeters. Now we need to find the total surface area of the toy. Friends, total surface area for the toy is nothing but this curved surface area, that is curved surface area of cone, plus the curved surface area of the hemisphere, where subscripts represent the solid figure covered for a particular term. So the total surface area of, the curved surface area of cone is given as pi rl, whereas curved surface area of hemisphere is given as 2 by 3 or 2 pi r square. 2 by 3 is for volume, which is 2 by 3 pi r cube. So anyways, curved surface area of hemisphere is 2 pi r square. Now friends, we know this vertical height, but we need L, the slant height for cone. So the slant height L will be calculated by Pythagoras theorem, because since it is a regular right circular cone, so we can say that this angle is 90 degree. If we consider it as height and this as radius, then L will be given by this value. So it will be under root of 3 square plus 4 square, which will be 5. So L is 5 centimeters, and thus the total surface area will be pi taken common, R as 3 and L as 5 plus 2 into R square, which is 3 square. So we can say that the value is, let us take the value of pi as 22 by 7. 5 into 3 is 15 plus it will be 18. So we have 33 into pi. On calculation it will be around 103.7 centimeter squares, or if we round off this figure it will be 104 centimeter square. Thus the required total surface area of the toy is 104 centimeter squares. Now friends, let us discuss the last question of this video. Here we have a medicine capsule in the shape of a cylinder with two hemispheres stuck to each of its end. That is, we have a cylinder and two hemispheres stuck to its end to form a medicine capsule. The length of the entire capsule is 8 mm, whereas diameter is 3 mm. Since diameter is 3 mm, so radius of all the figures, that is hemisphere and cylinder, will be 1.5 mm, that is half of 3 mm. Because we can say that if this is the center and this is the plane of joining of this hemisphere and cylinder, similarly here also the plane of joining, so we can say that this value, the radius, is 1.5 mm, or simply this value is 1.5 mm, because this will also be the radius of this hemisphere, or this height is 1.5 mm. Similarly for second hemisphere also this height is 1.5 mm. Thus we can say that this remaining height is 8 minus 1.5 minus 1.5, that is 8 minus 3, or this height is 5 mm. Now friends, we need to find the surface area of the capsule. Surface area of capsule, where the subscript will represent the corresponding term or the corresponding figure taken into account. Surface area of the capsule will be surface area of cylinder or cylindrical part plus surface area of hemisphere. Since we have two hemispheres, so it will be 2 into surface area of the hemisphere. Now for cylindrical part, surface area is just the curved surface area, because these circles here are just the interior, are in the interior of this capsule. So here it will be curved surface area, which is given by 2 pi RH plus 2 into surface area of hemisphere, that is 2 pi r square. So we have 2 into pi into r, that is 1.5 into 5 plus 2 into 2 into pi into 1.5 square. Now 1.5 is also 3 by 2, so we can also say that this value is 3 by 2. To simplify the calculations, mm squares, because the dimensions used here are in millimeters. So this value will be 15 pi, whereas this value will be, see, it on removing this square it will be 3 by 2 again. So these two will be cancelled on numerator and denominator, and we will have 9 pi mm square. So all in all, the complete area is 24 pi, that is mm square, that is 24 into 22 by 7, or it will be on calculation 75.43 mm square. So this is the required surface area of the medicine capsule. So friends, these were some questions on surface area of combination of solids. Thanks friends for watching Edupedia Word videos.